Hello everyone, welcome to Informal Media. There are weird rules and systems in North Korea which believes the deceased founder Kim Il-sung still rules the regime in spirit form. Here are 20 of them. 1. The North Korean calendar is based on its founder's date of birth. It may be the 21st century for the rest of the world, but for people in North Korea, it's still the 106th Juche year. The North Korean Juche calendar begins on April 15, 1912, the date of birth of its founder Kim Il-sung. 2. It has only 3 TV channels. With everything under scrutiny, it's pretty obvious that the North Korean regime keeps its media on a tight leash. There are only 3 television channels to choose from, with all programs controlled by the government. 3. Power cut every night. Do you know how occasional power cuts are so annoying? Now imagine the state of North Koreans whose entire country goes dark at night. It's apparently due to the energy crisis in the state that it can't supply sufficient electricity to homes. This was revealed after a photo of North Korea taken from space went viral. 4. Elections with only one candidate to choose from. With the country's totalitarian regime and the same family ruling since 1948, it's funny that the elections are held yearly. The voters have only one option to choose from. Whether it's the election for a mayor, provincial governor, or local assemblies, there is only one candidate on the ballot in each district. 5. Parents have to provide desks and chairs for their kids. Parents who send their kids to school must provide their own desks and chairs. Some students are also forced to do laborious tasks for the government, such as collecting discarded material. 6. The 3-generation punishment rule. The 3-generation punishment rule is a horrifying reality of the country which can't stand any criticism from its citizens. If one person commits a crime, his entire bloodline, including the grandparents, parents, and children, is sent to prison. 7. You might be held captive for being creative. It's one of the popular stories that dictator Kim Jong kidnapped a film director, Shin Sang-ok, and his wife, actor Choi Yoon-hee, in 1978 to inject creativity into North Korean films. Later in 1986, after being held against their will for almost a decade, the couple gradually earned the dictator's trust and escaped during a trip to Austria where they were promoting North Korean films. 8. A propaganda village. Like so many other propaganda activities, there also exists a propaganda village on the border of North and South Korea. In 1953, the Korean Demilitarized Zone was established to end the war and serve as a buffer zone between the two countries. On this border lies Kajong-dong, the village which boasts of the economic success of North Korea. But people who've observed the village from South Korea have said that this village is just a sham with no one living there and the occasional sightings of the workers who sweep the streets. It's believed to be a fake show of development built to attract South Korean defectors and intimidate South Korea. 9. North Koreans can visit only 28 websites. North Korean citizens are only allowed to browse 28 websites on the internet. Their intranet, which is called Kwangmyong, or Bright, through which the internet is accessed, is free to use for those with access to a computer. The computers, however, are very expensive and one needs prior permission from the government to buy one. 10. They've preserved the dead body of Kim Jong-il. The North Korean regime has left no stone unturned to prove itself the sole proprietor of the country. The country has preserved the dead body of North Korea's late leader Kim Jong-il in a glass tomb and it's open for tourists to view. And they are required to bow down at his feet and arms.